how we can overcome from hesitation, because we can understand everything and we are unable to speak.
What to do say when the person is saying something, so what will be the answer?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. What about you?
I'm good as usual. Okay, so it is our first meeting. I would like to know a little bit about you first.
Okay. I am Kalpana and I'm connecting to you from Noida Extension, which is in UP. And I'm a tutor as well as I'm mother of 2 children. I am learner of English language. I have created my own channel where I upload my conversations video. If I talk about my core of interest, I love teaching, dancing, traveling, and interacting with people in English language. That's all about me.
Okay, wow. Very interesting to know about you, that you have got these kind of uh, qualities and interest also, like dancing, learning English, interacting with the people. Great. Okay, as you know, my name is Arun Kumar. I'm from UP2, District Bagpat, and by profession I'm an English teacher, and I'm running a YouTube channel named called Learning English with AK. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love to play guitar, singing, listening music, teaching as well. Thank you so much. Okay, so how long have you been learning this language, ma'am?
I can say 1 year.
1 year. Consistently means regular?
So, I took so many gaps during my life because being a mother, I have so many responsibilities. So I have to see that also. So yes, if I talk about my consistency, so I have been learning this language last 5 months.
Okay. So what do you think that in these 5 months, how you improved means how much you improved in your English?
Yes, I took subscription from English Yari, where I took classes with tutor, and yes, from that I got so many things like how to learn, how to progress in their learning, and what is the actual path of learning. How 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 will I be become fluent? So I'm just doing the same thing, and I feel like that earlier I was not enough confidence to speak out. Now I can understand, I can speak, and yes, now I feel like that I'm able to speak out with everyone.
Okay, wow. So what came in your mind that you should learn English?
Uh, this good question, like what came in my mind, why should I start the learning of English language? Like I am tutor from last 2 months. I have established my own academy, and before that, I was preparing for government teaching job because I have done B.Ed and qualified CTET, UP TET. Unfortunately, I was not I was not succeed to get job in government job because for 2 marks I have far to get the job on because only for 2 marks. So and I feel like that in UP there is no vacancy for the government job. So I turned to the private sector when I went to the school for interviews. That time I was not able to speak out and I was very hesitant in English. So that time I opted first I have to be fluent and then I will teach in the school. And yes, that since then I have started my learning, and now I feel like that I'm not going to be teaching in school. I will started my own academy where I teach the students, and yes, and now during the learning I feel like that I want to be a language there. For who wants to learn this language, like me, I was not able to speak in English. So I feel like that when I went to the school for PTM, so the teacher speak out in English language. I could understand, but I was not able to speak with ma'am. So these thing was in my mind, not me. Like me, most of the housewife always think that. So I feel like that I become the fluent, then I will help the other also. So
Okay.
now my dream is that the first, yes, I am teaching on my academy, and after being fluent, then I will help those also.
Okay. Great. Great enthusiasm you had, and so you're working in that. Okay. So, ma'am, what do you think? First we should be fluent, then we should speak in English to others, or what is your opinion on that?
Uh, if I if I talk about like the learning and the teaching, they are parallel. When we learn, that means I am getting something. And then if I talk about the teaching, so when we teach the student or a child, so before the teaching, we have to be ready. We have to get not only something, we have to get everything, because before the delivering, we have to be prepared. When the student can ask any question, and we are ready to give the answer everything. So I think during the learning, we should start the teaching, and we get so many things, then to learning something. So these are parallel, but I am thinking that I am not able to speak out clearly. So what should I teach the other person? If
Right.
I am I am teaching, I can understand, I can teach, I have the knowledge of grammar and how to speak out. I know, but I'm not able to speak out. This is the thing. That's why I'm saying first I will be fluent. My ideas and thoughts in my mind, but they are not able to come out from my mouth. This is the thing. That's why I'm thinking first I will be fluent, then I will help others.
Okay. Okay. My last question is there. So, could you please tell me the
Is that one thing is that, like, when the parents will come to me for their children, they get something from me. But when I speak with them, and I will speak in broken language, they feel she's not able to teach. How can I come here? How can I send my child to get the knowledge? So
yeah.
my first impression is, first impression will not be good
Mhm.
in front of them. So I don't want to this. I want my first impression will be good. And when I speak in a better way, in a good way, only then they will come. And not only they will come, they also take other one also.
Yes. Of course, your language will impress this someone also, and that will give you result as well. So the first thing is, means this is the mirror uh, of your means experience, whatever we can say. Okay, my last question is there. So if I'm going to learn this English language, like I'm a fresher, I do not know anything. So means I can understand English, but whenever I just go to speak with someone, I get hesitate, means I am unable to speak. So to remove this, to get out of from this, what kind of strategies we can follow? three strategies or two strategies, whatever you want to share, please share.
Yes, of course, I want to share the strategies. One strategy is that whatever you want to listen, where you have the favorite, like you have the interest, like podcast and conversation. Whenever you listen something, you just try to uh, shadow. You just try to shadow out. Like whatever you are listening, just pause the videos and try to speak out the same.
Hmm.
You are trying to shadowing, it means your mouth is able to speak something, because and also the thing is that your mind will be active.
Hmm.
The what to do say when the person is saying something, so what will be the answer, and your mouth will be the habitual to speak out.
Hmm.
One thing is that, so firstly you have to do the shadowing practice, and second thing is that listen and listen. If you listen more, it means you are observing, you are understanding something, then you are able to understand, then you are able to speak out. Because if you are listening something, your mind is, you are not listening, your mind is listening, and it is storing something. And when you are getting any question, then you are not thinking, actually your mind is thinking, and it is putting you to speak out this thing.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
you don't need to think a lot, like pressure it on your mind. If your mind and uh, while this technique, your mind will be habitual and the what to say,
Used to.
ready
Yeah, ready.
answer.
Hmm.
So, and you don't pressure on your mind. If your mind have the knowledge, so you don't need to think too much. After the listening, you just start speaking out.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
this thing you have to.
Okay. So these are two things, means first shadowing and second is listening more and more English
Yes,
content. So that will be very beneficial for us to increase our means to overcome from hesitation, right?
I am saying listening to the videos, podcast, because we are surrounded with our native language since childhood,
Hmm.
and we are also getting the knowledge of the English language from the school only, as a subject, not
Hmm.
the language. And if we learn something in English, like language, so we have to be surrounded in English. So in our house, and we are not surrounded in English language, so we have to listen the ideas, thought and sentences. Like
Hmm.
if I talk about the grammar, is in the initially we have to learn the grammar rules, but it is not possible to always, like we have to learn and frame the sentences. So just if the person is able to understand, if the person is able to listen to something, they can observe, they can learn from the listening any videos, like a child. In when the child is small, like after getting birth, in a 1 year, the child is only observing and listening. They are not able to speak out, but only they listen their family members and observing what are they saying and what are they doing. So after observing, they learn so many things, and after 1 year they speak out the small letters and words,
Of course.
and so many things in their minds, but they are not able to speak out. Slowly they speak out, they learn. So it means when you are listening and observing, you can be fluent. So if you don't have enough time to reading, writing, you just only one thing, listen and listen more and try to speak out. If you have time, 20 and 30 minutes, you can speak and listen more.
Wow, thank you so much, ma'am. And it was a great information because many more people are there who want to learn English. They just get to know how we can overcome from hesitation because we can understand everything and we are unable to speak. Hesitation we are having and broken language we just speak, broken sentences. So thank you so much, ma'am. I think this was enough time to have this session and it was a great information shared by you, and I think more and more people who will watch this video, they will have many kind of benefits in spoken. So thank you so much, ma'am. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you. It was lovely class for with you.
Thank you, ma'am. Same here.